We weren't exactly sure what this panel is about.
Nope.
Is this what, just curiosity is why you're here,
We
huh?
just heard Dragon Ball, so like, boom, I thought it was going to be a scavenger hunt.
Oh, a scavenger hunt. I don't know that it's going to be anything so...
Are you hunting for scavengers?
We haven't really sure here. Well, I guess we could talk a lot about Dragon Ball Z. You guys all big fans of that?
Yeah!
We could also talk about Dragon Ball because that's what I was in.
Woo!
All right, here's a super trivia question. And don't shout out the answer, you have to raise your hand here. So who did Jerry play in Dragon Ball? Oh, this is, I'm telling you. No. They're in the, no, you get ruled out
Can you
for a
give us
second.
a voice?
But you don't. Yes, ma'am.
I'm just taking a stab here. Was it General Blue?
No, that was Sunny Strait, actually. Yes, sir. It was Raditz. I'm Raditz. That's right. Any other
They
guesses?
should have gotten me to play that part. Yeah.
Anybody remember the character? Oh, wait, no, Vegeta. No. Yeah, nailed it. Nom, that was it. That's right. What was your line?
I need water for my people.
But what was the attack?
Oh, there was flying aerial attack. Right?
Yes, but what was the loudest?
Oh, swift as loud as thunder, swift as lightning.
So, anybody have any questions about Dragon Ball series at all? Anything from the beginning to the end? What do you got for us? Start us off with something good.
When will it die?
It never.
It will not die.
Never will die.
No.
And blasphemy for even saying
Yes.
such a thing.
I saw that thing when I was 10.
I hear you.
I'm
If-
32 years old.
Here's the thing, if it dies, a lot of us go with it.
Oh no.
A lot of the voice actors, and rightfully so, look at Dragon Ball Z as the gift that keeps on giving. It'll never go away. What's that? Make a wish! Oh, that's how she got to Vegas!
Mega bucks.
There's an angry dragon somewhere.
How do you guys feel about the new series coming out? Or the new episode?
Kai?
The one that's coming out in 2013.
Oh, the movie.
The movie.
Oh, there's the movie, right?
The last episode, I think it was called.
Is it a live action? I guess I don't know. No, I know what you're talking about. You know what? I'm actually very excited about it. I think getting to see anything new that's coming up is pretty slick.
I thought it was live action at first, and then when they painted to Goku, I was like, that's cartoon.
Right?
Correct.
Anime.
Yeah, thank you.
It's not a cartoon.
What are some thoughts about Dragon Ball Z Kai? Does anybody have any thoughts on the new series that's been coming out? Well, hold on.
I don't know.
Okay. I'd like to listen.
That guy likes it. Okay, we got one. I like
You've got your hand up back there. What's up?
They cut out all the extra stuff, like, you know how it took Goku, like, 20 episodes to go Super Saiyan?
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Kai cuts that all out.
Well, let me ask you this. I mean, because you guys realize that on Kai, what they were aiming for, what they were trying to do in Japan, was to create a version of the cartoon that followed the original manga. Anybody, did you guys know that? I mean, so to some extent, even though the anime adds a lot of filler, which is, I think, really fun and helps develop the characters a little bit more and brings them to light a little bit more, Kai kind of cuts to the chase and gives the viewer an opportunity to watch a show kind of as the author kind of had intended and envisioned. It's one of the things to consider. Yes, ma'am.
The only thing I liked was when they did with the voices.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We miss you.
I'm in it.
I can't hear.
Can't go.
I'm sorry? What was the last thing you said? Did she say, am I okay with it? What? What was the last thing you said?
Music.
Oh, the music. Yes, that was a bit of an issue, wasn't it? I'm happy when the issues don't fall on stateside. Let's see, any other questions about Dragon Ball? No?
Alright, I'm done. Later.
No.
Yellow.
Okay, besides for the character you boys, who's probably one of your favorite characters?
You know, actually, my favorite character, and that was after her fight with Spopovich, is Videl, by far. I just thought that single fight right there just really brought out so much from that character. But at the same time, I mean, the androids, 17 and 18 are fantastic. When Vegeta gets his arm broken by 18, that's an awesome set of scenes. And then, you know, Trunks is, of course, future Trunks is, I think, by far my favorite character. I had the idea of wanting to go through all of the Cell Saga episodes and go through and cut out just all of the Trunks stuff and then piece that together as if it was its one own little episode where you just watch kind of the Marty McFly of Dragon Ball Z. This kind of thing. But
If there was any other voice that you could do, would you do Trunks? Or?
well, you know what? That's so hard to say because part of Trunks and part of what makes me enjoy the character Trunks was having started at Funimation back in February of 2000, and actually my first session was running Eric Vale's first session of Trunks. So to me, the character Trunks and the voice of Eric Vale, synonymous. It couldn't be anything else. That'd be like saying, I wish I could have played Han Solo in Star Wars, but that's BS because what made Han Solo so awesome was Harrison Ford, right? It would have been me.
You got that right,
That's hard to say that I would rather do someone else's, because part of what makes it so good is that actor's voice.
So would you have any other character?
You know what? I really can't imagine that I would. I think the characters Raditz and Super Boo and Dende kind of cover a nice little gambit of personalities that I lend to well, like that kind of fit to what I can do, to what my strengths are. And that's the biggest challenge of casting altogether, is when you're listening to all the actors who are doing, you know, the voices that they're doing, is who personifies, who breathes life into this animated, speechless entity. And, you know, so finding those individuals, you know, I guess, well, Dragon Ball is a great example. Bringing in the characters to cast all of the General Blue and White and all of the Red Ribbon Army people. I mean, that was a real fun experiment of being able to find your Sonny Strait and your Kyle Avers, but finding totally different identities and voices for those actors to kind of bring to life. So that's a big part of, to me, what's enjoyable about the character is the voice. You've got several dubs of Dragon Ball Z that are out there already, you know, but you've got a very polarized audience of who are your Drummond fans and who are your Sabbath fans, or your O'Neill fans and your Sabbath fans, or
I don't think you can like Dragon Ball and not be a Sabbath fan. I'm pretty sure that's impossible.
I don't know. If you're a Canadian dub fan, then you can.
Yeah,
They're Canadian.
That's right. That's right. Yes, sir.
I know there's a few characters in Dragon Ball Z that don't really have a lot of power. So what I'm curious is how you
You know what? Chris Rager's performance as Mr. Satan is by far and above one of the most hilarious performances ever. He's just great all the way front to end. I think he's a fantastic character. Matter of fact, I would say that a lot of the other sideline characters, the smaller characters, trying to remember just a few off the top of my head. Honestly, I think of Johnny Firecracker. He was the reporter who was reporting the Cell games with his cameraman and Mr. Satan. I thought that was absolutely wonderful. Jim Fields did the voice for that guy. And talk about a character who no one ever thinks about, but then again, this actor brought some personality.
Who's your favorite fusion, Vegeta or Vegito?
Actually, of just those two, not everything.
Out of all of them,
Who was the one where they did the thing and then it was the fat Goku? But I'm not a big fan of any character that destroys Super Boo, so come on. My favorite fusion was when Super Boo sucked everybody up. You know, we've actually got some of the standees, you may have seen it, where it's the two different characters doing this.
Yeah.
And there was a while that we were working on a graphic art project, and they had one of these characters doing this, but what we had to do was go through and get everybody in the office being the other guy. It was pretty funny seeing pictures of some of the executives in the office, you know, fusioning with the president or something like that. Pretty funny stuff. What's up, man?
Yeah, I was just wondering, have you worked on putting together the dubbing and production for the Funimation, the Funimation presented Lupin movies that you've been working on? And did you work on that at all?
I did. I played a character, Jack, and I think the third or fourth Lupin movie was one of the villains right here. one of my favorite roles that Jerry's ever played was Sedaccio in the first Twilight Gemini, the first movie that Funimation had produced almost a decade ago now. But